Welcome to Easy English Talks podcast.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Podcast. I'm Tom, your host for today. If you're new here, I'd love to let you know that we upload a new English learning video every single day on this channel. These videos are designed to help you improve your English faster and more confidently. In today's episode, you're going to enjoy a unique and relaxing way to learn English. You will not only improve your listening skills, but also absorb the most useful words and phrases used in daily conversations. This video is specially designed to help you learn English while you sleep. Yes, you heard that right. Even while you're resting, your brain can still absorb language patterns, vocabulary, and useful expressions through passive listening. We will go through real-life phrases, expressions, and sentence structures that native speakers use every day. You'll catch the natural rhythm of English, understand the flow of real conversation, and train your brain to recognize and remember common sentence patterns. By the end of this video, you'll be surprised at how many new phrases and structures you've picked up without even trying too hard. Whether you're a beginner or someone looking to polish your spoken English, this lesson will support your fluency journey in a calming and effective way. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon if you want more helpful English learning episodes like this. Now, get comfortable, relax, or even close your eyes if you want to. Let the words flow into your mind effortlessly. Let's begin. Everyday English is filled with short and useful phrases that are repeated in conversations all the time. When you hear them over and over again, they naturally become part of your speaking pattern. Let's start with a phrase that is extremely common in polite conversations. The phrase is, "Excuse me." This is often used when you want to get someone's attention, when you're asking a question, or when you're trying to move through a crowd. For example, if you're in a store and want to ask where something is, you can say, "Excuse me, where can I find the milk?" Or if someone is standing in your way and you need to pass, you can say, "Excuse me, can I get by?" Practicing this phrase helps you sound more natural and polite in daily conversations. Now listen to this practice paragraph. Imagine you're in a supermarket. You see someone who works there, and you want to ask for help. You walk up and say, "Excuse me, can you help me find the pasta section?" The worker replies, "Sure, it's in aisle 3, right next to the canned goods." You thank them with a smile and walk toward aisle 3. This kind of small exchange happens every day. These are the moments where simple English becomes powerful. Let's continue with another useful phrase. I'm looking for. This is something you'll use whenever you need to find something, whether you're shopping, asking for information, or talking to a friend. You might say, "I'm looking for a good Italian restaurant," or "I'm looking for my keys. Have you seen them?" It's a flexible phrase that fits in many situations. Try using it in your mind right now. Think of something you're looking for and form a sentence with it. For example, "I'm looking for a new job," or "I'm looking for a movie to watch tonight." Repeating it with different objects helps you remember how to use it. Let's practice through a short scene. Imagine you're talking to a hotel receptionist. You say, "Hi, I'm looking for the gym. Can you tell me where it is?" The receptionist smiles and says, "Yes, it's on the second floor at the end of the hallway." You thank them and head toward the gym. Practicing these scenes in your mind while listening helps build strong memory links between phrases and situations. Now let's talk about the phrase, "Can I have?" This is one of the most polite and commonly used ways to ask for something. At a restaurant, you might say, "Can I have a glass of water, please?" At a cafe, you could say, "Can I have a cappuccino with no sugar?" When you say, "Can I have it?" sounds soft, respectful, and friendly. This phrase can help you a lot, especially in customer service situations or when making requests. Let's visualize this example. You are at a bakery. You walk up to the counter and say, "Can I have 2 chocolate croissants and a coffee to go?" The cashier responds, "Of course, that will be $5. You hand over the money, take your food, and leave. This type of conversation is short, but incredibly useful. It teaches you how to ask for things clearly and politely. Now, let's try repeating a few simple requests. Can I have the menu, please? Can I have another slice of bread? Can I have a receipt? As you listen to these requests, try to imagine the situation. Imagine yourself in a restaurant, a cafe, or a store. Say the phrases in your mind with confidence. Doing this while listening helps you absorb the rhythm and tone of English. Another phrase that you hear all the time is, "How much is it?" This phrase is used when you want to know the price of something. You might be at a market, a shop, or even browsing online. You can say, "How much is it?" or "How much does this cost?" It's a direct and polite way to ask for the price. Let's practice with a short scene. Imagine you are at a street market. You pick up a scarf and ask the vendor, "How much is it?" The vendor replies, "It's $10. You think for a moment and say, "Can I have it in blue?" The vendor shows you a blue one, and you buy it. This simple interaction helps you understand how questions flow in a natural conversation. Now listen to these variations. How much is the ticket? How much is that dress? How much for the large size? Try to repeat them mentally and match them with everyday shopping situations in your life. Picture yourself using them confidently in different places. This makes the practice more meaningful and effective. Let's now go over a very friendly phrase. What's your name? This is often the first question in any introduction. When you meet someone for the first time, you usually begin with a smile and ask, "Hi, what's your name?" And then you say, "Nice to meet you." This simple exchange creates a connection and shows that you're interested as the other person. Let's practice. Imagine you are at an event and someone walks up to you. You smile and say, "Hi, what's your name?" They say, "I'm Alex." You reply, "Nice to meet you, Alex. I'm Maria." A short and clear introduction like this is often the first step in starting a good conversation. Now imagine more variations. You're in a classroom on the first day and the person next to you says, "Hey, what's your name?" Or you're at a gym and someone says, "Hi, I've seen you here before. What's your name?" Try to picture these moments and imagine yourself confidently using English to introduce yourself. Let's explore another daily phrase. Where are you from? This is another question that comes up very often when people are getting to know each other. It's polite and simple, and it shows curiosity about the person you're talking to. You might hear this in a classroom, at a social event, or even online. Imagine this situation. You are attending a language exchange event. Someone walks up to you and says, "Hi, I'm Emma. Where are you from?" You reply, "Hi, Emma. I'm from Pakistan." "And you?" she answers. "I'm from Canada." You both smile and start a longer conversation. These simple beginnings are very important when learning English. Now try repeating mentally. Where are you from? I'm from Brazil. I'm from Turkey. I'm from Japan. Practice saying your own answer in your mind. This builds your confidence and prepares you for real conversations. Let's continue with one of the most frequently used everyday phrases. What time is it? This question is short, but you'll hear it often in daily life. Whether you're waiting for a bus, meeting a friend, or managing your schedule, knowing how to ask for the time is essential. Picture yourself sitting at a train station. You turn to the person beside you and ask, "Excuse me, what time is it?" They look at their watch and reply, "It's 3:45. You say thank you, smile, and continue waiting. This small but helpful interaction helps build your confidence when speaking English with strangers. Now, let's practice some mental repetition. What time is it? It's 9:30. It's almost noon. It is 10. It is 8. These phrases will become natural if you keep hearing and imagining them in context. Repetition creates memory, especially when you link phrases with real-life situations in your mind. Picture yourself checking your watch and answering someone's question about the time. Next, let's focus on a question you can use when you need help or information. Can you help me? This phrase is polite, useful, and shows humility. Imagine you are lost in a new city. You approach someone and say, "Can you help me? I'm trying to find the museum." They respond, "Sure, it's just around the corner next to the bookstore." You thank them and walk confidently in the right direction. This kind of phrase gives you the power to seek assistance in English anytime you need it. Try repeating a few more variations in your mind. Can you help me carry this? Can you help me with my homework? Can you help me understand this form? Each time you say or hear these phrases, you're preparing yourself for actual conversations where you'll need to ask for help. These expressions are part of the core foundation of real-world English. Let's now go through another everyday question. What do you do? This phrase is usually used when someone wants to know your job or how you spend your time. It's a common question in friendly conversation. Imagine you're meeting someone new at a party. After introducing yourself, they ask, "So, what do you do?" You smile and say, "I'm a graphic designer," or "I work in marketing," or "I'm a student." It's a perfect way to begin a longer conversation about your interests and background. Practice these examples silently. I'm a teacher. I'm a software developer. I'm a stay-at-home parent. I work in a hospital. I'm between jobs right now. These answers are short, natural, and sound, just like native speakers. Try connecting your answer to what you do in real life, so it becomes easier to recall when someone asks you the same question. Now, let's go over a very common and friendly phrase. How are you? This is probably the first thing people say after hello. It's a simple question that shows care and politeness, and the responses are just as simple. I'm fine, thank you. Or I'm doing well. Or I'm a little tired today. Imagine this conversation. You walk into work and your coworker says, "Hey, how are you?" You reply, "Good, thanks. How about you?" These small exchanges keep daily conversation going and build rapport between people. Try practicing different responses in your mind. I'm good. I'm okay. I'm feeling a bit stressed today. I'm excited. I'm just taking it easy. These short sentences help you express how you feel without needing complicated vocabulary. The more you hear and repeat them, the more natural they become. Now, let's use another expression that native speakers say all the time. That sounds good. This is used when you agree with someone's plan or suggestion. Imagine a friend says, "Let's meet for lunch tomorrow at 1." You reply, "That sounds good." It's a friendly way to accept an idea without being too formal. You can also say, "That sounds great," or "That sounds perfect." These expressions are warm, agreeable, and used daily. Here's a short practice scene. You're chatting with a coworker, and they say, "We're planning a small get-together after work. Want to join us?" You respond, "Sure, that sounds good. Where are you meeting?" These interactions happen so often that mastering them can make your conversations flow more smoothly. Try these other mental repetitions. That sounds fun. That sounds interesting. That sounds boring. That sounds amazing. Each one can express your reaction to something in a simple and natural way. Let's now practice a phrase that's often used when making suggestions or offering something. Would you like, for example, would you like some coffee? Or would you like to join us for dinner? It's polite, kind, and helpful in many daily situations. Imagine you're at someone's home and they say, "Would you like some tea?" You smile and say, "Yes, please." These polite exchanges create a friendly and respectful tone in conversation. Now practice repeating mentally. Would you like to come with us? Would you like another slice of cake? Would you like to sit down? Each phrase gives you a powerful tool to express care and hospitality. Let's explore another useful expression, "I don't understand." This phrase helps you ask for clarity when you're confused or when something isn't clear. Picture yourself in a classroom. The teacher explains something, but you didn't catch it. You raise your hand and say, "I'm sorry, I don't understand." The teacher goes over the material again. This moment helps you participate confidently without fear of making mistakes. Practice a few more. "I don't understand this question." "I don't understand what she meant." "I don't understand how this works." Every time you say this, you open the door to learning more, and you also show that you re-engaged and want to improve. Another essential expression is "I don't know." This is honest and simple. When someone asks you something and you're unsure, it's perfectly fine to say, "I don't know." It shows that you're human, and it's often the first step in a learning moment. Let's imagine you're at a meeting and someone asks you about a project detail. You respond, "I don't know, but I can check and get back to you." This shows responsibility and clarity. Now, let's do a quick review of examples. I don't know the answer. I don't know where he is. I don't know what to say. Practice them mentally and see how naturally they fit into real-life moments. Next, we'll go through a phrase that helps you express gratitude. Thank you very much. It's simple, polite, and it makes every interaction more positive. Imagine someone holds the door open for you. You smile and say, "Thank you very much." Or someone helps you carry your bag and you say the same phrase. Gratitude builds good relationships and always leaves a nice impression. Repeat mentally, "Thank you very much for your help." "Thank you very much for your time." "Thank you very much for the gift." These small sentences are powerful, and saying them often will make you sound polite and confident in English. Now we'll add another helpful phrase. You're welcome. This is how you respond when someone says thank you. It's warm and friendly, and it shows good manners. Picture this moment. Someone says, "Thank you for helping me." You reply with a smile, "You're welcome." It's short, sincere, and perfect in every situation. Let's repeat a few more. You're welcome anytime. You're welcome, happy to help. You're welcome, no problem. Say them silently and associate them with kind actions in your daily life. We'll finish this section with a very common phrase used when making plans. Let's go. This is used to suggest that it's time to leave or move. For example, if you're ready to leave the house with your friends, you might say, "Let's go." It's energetic and encourages movement. Let's try some examples. Let's go to the park. Let's go home. Let's go shopping. Let's go for a walk. You can use it in so many situations, and it always sounds natural. Practice imagining real-life scenes. You're at a cafe with a friend and they say, "Let's go. The movie starts soon." You both get up and head out. This is the kind of English that connects directly with everyday living. Let's continue learning more phrases that are simple but incredibly helpful in daily life. One of the phrases that comes up in casual conversation all the time is, "I'm hungry." This is a direct way of telling someone that you want to eat or that it's time for food. For example, imagine you're at work and it's lunchtime. You turn to a coworker and say, "I'm hungry. Do you want to grab something to eat?" This kind of phrase opens the door to everyday conversations and planning. Now practice silently with different variations. I'm hungry, I'm starving, I'm craving something sweet. I'm a little hungry right now. Saying these words in your mind connects them with how you feel and makes them easier to recall when needed. Now, picture a full scene. You're at home in the evening. You say to your sibling, I'm hungry. What should we cook for dinner? They respond, how about pasta? You nod and start preparing. That's how these phrases fit naturally into your daily interactions. Another helpful phrase is, I'm tired. It's simple, yet it helps express your state clearly. If you've had a long day, it's normal to say, I'm tired. I need to rest. This helps others understand your mood and also gives them a clue about your energy level. Imagine you come home after work and a family member asks, how was your day? You reply, it was busy. I'm tired. This phrase helps keep your responses realistic and expressive. Let's do some practice. I'm a bit tired. I'm too tired to go out. I'm feeling really tired today. Repeat each of these softly in your mind and imagine a situation that matches. Repetition with visualization strengthens memory and natural usage. Now, let's learn the phrase, I'm ready. This is a confident expression you can use when you're prepared for something. You might use it before a meeting, before leaving the house, or when someone asks if you're set to go. For example, a friend texts you, I'll pick you up in 5 minutes. And you reply, I'm ready. It shows you're organized and set to begin. Let's practice. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to start. I'm ready for the test. I'm ready for anything. Say these phrases in your mind and match them with real moments from your life. The more often you match phrases with feelings and events, the more easily you'll be able to use them. Next, we'll go over a very common question. What's going on? This phrase can mean what's happening or what's the situation. You might ask it if you walk into a room and sense something is happening, or if someone seems upset. Imagine you come home and your siblings are arguing. You ask calmly, what's going on? It's a way to open up a conversation and get an explanation. Now, let's do some practice. What's going on here? What's going on at school? What's going on with your friend? Practice these in your head while imagining different scenes. It's a great way to get used to using natural English phrases that native speakers use all the time. Now, let's talk about one of the most powerful words in English. Sorry, this one word can fix mistakes, calm situations, and show respect. You might bump into someone and say, sorry. Or if you're late, you could say, sorry, I'm late. It's a soft word, but very effective in conversation. It helps you come across as polite and considerate. Let's go through some useful practice sentences. Sorry, I didn't hear you. Sorry for the delay. Sorry, I forgot. Sorry about that. Try repeating them in your mind slowly and clearly. Think about situations where you might use these in real life. For example, you missed a meeting and text your coworker, sorry, I missed it. I'll catch up on the notes. Or you accidentally drop something in public and say, sorry about that. These everyday apologies make your language sound thoughtful and sincere. Now, we'll move on to the phrase, don't worry. This is used when you want to comfort someone or let them know everything will be okay. It can also be used casually when a mistake is made. For instance, a friend spills some water and says, oh no, you respond, don't worry, it's just water. It helps keep the situation calm and friendly. Practice saying these examples silently. Don't worry, everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry, I've got it covered. Don't worry, we still have time. Each time you repeat them. Try to picture a moment when someone might say these to you, or when you de-say them to someone else. These kinds of phrases are what keep conversations smooth and stress-free. Let's now go through a phrase used when you want to agree with someone. You're right. It's simple, polite, and shows that you respect the other person's opinion. Imagine you and your friend are discussing something, and they say, "I think we should leave early to avoid traffic." You reply, "You're right. That's a good idea." It's a small agreement, but it supports the flow of conversation. Practice variations like these. "You're right about that." "You're right. I didn't think of that." "You're right. It's better to wait." All of these build your ability to show agreement and cooperation in your speech. Another useful expression is "it depends." This is used when the answer to a question is unclear or could change based on the situation. For example, if someone asks, "Are you going out tonight?" you could reply, "It depends on how I feel." Or if someone asks, "Do you like working from home?" you might say, "It depends on the day." This phrase helps you sound more natural and flexible in your responses. Let's repeat a few. It depends on the weather. It depends on my schedule. It depends how tired I am. Try matching them with your own real thoughts. Think about moments when you've had to say maybe or not sure. These are the right moments to say it depends. Now, let's practice another very useful word, maybe. This word is often used to talk about possibilities. If someone asks you to go somewhere and you're not sure, you can say, "Maybe I'll see how I feel." Or if someone suggests a plan, you can say, "Maybe later." It keeps the answer open while also being polite and casual. Practice in your mind. Maybe tomorrow, maybe not. Maybe it's too late. Maybe I'll go. Keep these phrases handy because they are great tools in both spoken and written English. They help you express uncertainty without being negative. Now, let's talk about another daily use phrase. "I think so." This is used when you agree or believe something is true, but you're not 100% certain. Someone might ask, "Is he coming to the party?" And you say, "I think so." It's a gentle and polite way to show your opinion or assumption. Let's do a few more. "I think so too." "I think it's a good idea." "I think he's right." "I think they're already here." These phrases help you give your thoughts in a non-forceful way. That's important when speaking naturally and respectfully. Let's continue with "I hope so." This is an optimistic phrase that you can use when you want something to happen. If someone asks, "Do you think we'll pass the exam?" you might say, "I hope so." It shows positive thinking and hopefulness. Practice with examples like, "I hope so." "I hope it doesn't rain." "I hope she's okay." "I hope we win." Use them when thinking about your plans, your future, or other people. It makes your speaking more human and connected. Now let's learn. "I don't think so." This is used to politely disagree or express doubt. If someone says, "Do you think it will snow tomorrow?" and you respond, "I don't think so," you're expressing that it's unlikely, but without being too direct. Practice with, "I don't think so." "I don't think he's coming." "I don't think it's a good idea." "I don't think we have enough time." It's a very polite way to say no or to disagree without sounding negative. We'll wrap up this section with "I'm not sure." This phrase is useful in many situations. It allows you to admit uncertainty while still being polite. Imagine a friend asks you, "What time does the meeting start?" You respond, "I'm not sure. I think it's at 2." You've answered honestly while still trying to help. Practice these now. "I'm not sure about that." "I'm not sure where she went." "I'm not sure what to do." These phrases help you sound thoughtful and respectful, especially when you're trying to respond carefully. Let's continue with one of the most common expressions used in everyday conversations. It's okay. This simple phrase can be used in many different ways. When someone apologizes, you can say, "It's okay to let them know you're not upset." When someone is unsure or worried, you can say, "It's okay to calm them." It's a phrase of comfort, understanding, and patience. Imagine someone bumps into you and says, "I'm sorry," and you smile and reply, "It's okay." It helps maintain peace and keeps conversations kind. Practice mentally, "It's okay." Don't worry about it. It's okay. I understand. It's okay. We all make mistakes. It's okay. Take your time. These soft and reassuring responses are part of real daily English. They help you sound gentle and thoughtful in conversation. Now let's move on to another common and useful expression. "I'm sorry to hear that." This is a kind and empathetic response when someone shares bad news or something sad. For example, if someone says, "I lost my job," you can say, "I'm sorry to hear that." It shows care and emotional support. You're not trying to fix the problem, just offering comfort. Try these mental practices. "I'm sorry to hear that you're not feeling well." "I'm sorry to hear that it happened." "I'm sorry to hear that she left." These are powerful phrases. They help you respond with kindness and build strong communication skills in English. Another helpful expression is "that's great." It's a positive reaction when someone shares good news. If someone says, "I passed my exam," you respond with enthusiasm. "That's great." It shows happiness and support. These short but powerful responses build friendly, supportive conversations. Practice saying, "That's great to hear." "That's great news." "That's great, congratulations." "That's great. I'm happy for you." Try to imagine someone telling you something positive and then responding with one of these phrases in a warm tone. This type of language keeps relationships and friendships strong. Now let's go through the phrase. "That's interesting." This is useful when someone tells you something new or surprising. For example, if someone says, "I used to live in Iceland," you might say, "Really? That's interesting." It shows you're paying attention and want to know more. It keeps the conversation flowing. Practice in your mind. "That's interesting. Tell me more." "That's interesting. I didn't know that." "That's interesting. How did that happen?" Using these phrases helps you become an active and curious listener, something that's very important when speaking English with others. Let's now work on a very useful phrase that you can use when you want to leave. "I have to go." This is polite and clear. When you're in a conversation and need to end it, simply saying, "I have to go," is a natural and respectful way to exit. You can add a reason or just leave it short and sweet. Practice a few variations silently. "I have to go now." "I have to go to work." "I have to go pick up the kids." "I have to go, but let's talk later." These polite expressions help you leave conversations without sounding rude or abrupt. Now, let's add another friendly phrase. "Talk to you later." This one is very common when saying goodbye to friends or coworkers. After ending a phone call or a short meeting, you can say, "Talk to you later," to show that you want to stay in touch. It's casual and friendly. Try these in your mind. "Talk to you later." "Take care." "Talk to you later." "Have a great day." "Talk to you later. Don't forget to message me." These make your goodbyes feel warm and open. We'll now move on to the phrase, "See you soon." This is used when you plan to meet someone again shortly. It's casual and cheerful. Imagine you meet a friend at lunch, and before leaving you say, "See you soon." It gives a friendly, positive feeling. Practice a few examples. "See you soon at the office." "See you soon, maybe this weekend." "See you soon, don't be late." Use them in your thoughts while imagining people you talk to often. These friendly closings make you sound more like a native English speaker. Let's now talk about the phrase, take care. It's often used as a kind goodbye. You say it when you want someone to stay safe or be well. For instance, after a short chat, you might say, "Okay, take care." It's warm and genuine. Repeat mentally, "Take care of yourself." Take care and drive safe. Take care. I'll see you next week. This phrase is small, but carries a lot of emotion and connection. Now let's look at another everyday phrase. I'm home. This one is used when you arrive back at your house or apartment and let others know you've returned. Imagine walking into your home and calling out, "I'm home." It's common and comforting. Practice with examples. I'm home now. I'm home. Where is everyone? I'm home and I'm tired. These short statements are realistic and part of everyday family conversation. On the other hand, if you're leaving, you might say, "I'm leaving now." It tells others that you're going out. For example, you grab your bag and say to your family, "I'm leaving now. See you later." It's a daily routine phrase that keeps communication clear. Practice silently. I am leaving for work. I'm leaving in 5 minutes. I'm leaving. Call me if you need anything. Imagine these moments and match the words to your habits. Let's learn. Be careful. It's a short warning or caring reminder. You say it when someone is going out, doing something risky, or even handling something fragile. A parent might say to a child, "Be careful crossing the road." It's a phrase of care and protection. Try these mental phrases. Be careful with that glass. Be careful driving in the rain. Be careful, the floor is wet. It's a helpful phrase that shows love and awareness. Another phrase you'll hear often is, "I'm coming." This means you are on your way, usually in response to someone calling you. Imagine someone shouts your name from another room and you answer, "I'm coming." It lets them know you heard and you're moving. Repeat in your mind, "I'm coming in a minute." "I'm coming now." "I'm coming. Just give me a second." These little expressions help create lively and responsive conversations at home or work. Now, let's talk about asking for permission. The phrase, "Can I?" is a polite and effective way to request something. Can I use your phone? Can I sit here? Can I ask you something? It opens the door to communication in a respectful way. Practice these silently. Can I open the window? Can I borrow your pen? Can I join you? These are common questions. They help you interact politely and clearly in daily life. Let's now try, "Do you want to?" It's a friendly and soft way to invite someone to do something. You might say, "Do you want to go for a walk? Or do you want to watch a movie?" It keeps the tone friendly and casual. Practice. Do you want to grab lunch? Do you want to hang out later? Do you want to try this? Picture your friends or family and try these phrases and imagine conversations. It will help build a real-life memory of the language. Now, we'll learn the phrase, "What's wrong?" This is used when you notice someone is upset, quiet, or acting differently. You ask gently, "What's wrong?" and it shows that you care. Imagine your friend looks sad and you say, "What's wrong?" You look upset. It opens space for honest conversation. Practice these phrases. What's wrong with your phone? What's wrong? Are you okay? What's wrong with the car? Saying this with a gentle voice can create trust and empathy in real conversations. Let's now focus on another supportive phrase. That's okay. It's different from it's okay. You use that "SOK" when someone offers something or apologizes and you want to let them know it. S fine. For example, someone says, "Sorry, I can't come today." And you reply, "That's okay. Maybe next time." It's forgiving and understanding. Practice silently. That's okay. I understand. That's okay. Don't worry. That's okay. We can try again later. These phrases help maintain positive and respectful communication. Let's finish this part with one more friendly and caring expression. I miss you. It's a personal phrase that you use when you haven't seen someone in a while and want to express your feelings. You might say, I miss you. In a message or during a phone call, it's heartfelt and sincere. Practice mentally. I miss you a lot. I miss you already. I miss you. Hope to see you soon. Think about people you haven't seen in a long time. Try saying these phrases in your mind with feeling. It helps you understand the emotional side of English communication. Let's continue by learning another incredibly useful phrase that helps you in almost any situation. Excuse me, can I ask you something? This is a polite and respectful way to begin a question. Whether you're approaching someone on the street, in a store, or even in an office, starting your sentence this way creates a friendly tone. For example, if you're in a library and need help finding a book, you might say to the librarian, Excuse me, can I ask you something? I'm looking for the history section. This shows respect and also invites a helpful response. Practice these silently in your mind. Excuse me, can I ask you something about the train schedule? Excuse me, can I ask you where the restroom is? Excuse me, can I ask you how to get to the station? These phrases are essential for travelers, students, and people navigating new environments. Let's now practice saying thank you in different ways. You already know thank you and thank you very much. But there are also other phrases that native speakers use all the time. For example, thanks a lot, thanks so much, or just thanks. All of them are friendly and polite. Imagine your friend helps you carry your bags. You smile and say, thanks a lot. Or someone holds the elevator door for you and you say, thanks. These little phrases create positive connections throughout your day. Now, let's practice silently. Thanks for your help. Thanks so much for the ride. Thanks a lot for your advice. Saying thank you often makes your English feel more natural and more human. It shows that you care about others and respect their efforts. Another phrase you'll find very useful is I appreciate it. This is a more formal or sincere way of saying thank you. It can be used at work, during meetings, or when someone has done something thoughtful for you. Imagine someone stays late to help you finish a report. You say, I really appreciate it. It adds a deeper emotional layer to your gratitude. Try repeating these mentally. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your support. I appreciate everything you've done. The more you say them in your mind, the easier they will be to recall when speaking. Now, let's go over a question you might hear often. What do you mean? This is used when you don't understand someone's statement and want them to explain. It's a polite way to ask for clarification. For example, if someone says, we'll have to delay the project, and you're unsure why, you can say, what do you mean? This invites a clearer explanation without sounding rude. Practice now. What do you mean by that? What do you mean we're late? What do you mean it's canceled? Use these mentally in daily context, where things need further explanation. They'll help you stay engaged and express confusion in a calm, clear way. Let's explore. I'll be right back. This phrase is used when you are stepping away for a short time and want to let someone know you'll return soon. For instance, if you're in the middle of a meeting and need to grab something, you can say, I'll be right back. It keeps people informed and shows respect for their time. Practice mentally. I'll be right back with your coffee. I'll be right back after I check. I'll be right back in 5 minutes. Picture these moments in your life and try saying them in your mind clearly and slowly. These moments add up to fluency. Another good phrase to remember is, I'm just looking. This is something people often say in stores when a shop assistant approaches. It's a polite way to say you're browsing and don't need help yet. Imagine you're in a clothing store and someone says, "Can I help you with anything?" You respond, "I'm just looking. Thank you." It's short and respectful. Now, practice silently. I'm just looking around. I'm just looking for ideas. I'm just looking. I'll let you know if I need help. These phrases help keep conversations easygoing and polite, especially in service environments. Let's go over another useful phrase that makes sense. You can say this when someone explains something and you understand or agree with it. For example, your coworker says, "We're changing the meeting time so it doesn't conflict with another appointment." And you reply, "Ah, that makes sense." It shows understanding and agreement in a natural way. Practice mentally. That makes sense now. That makes sense. Thanks for explaining. That makes sense. I didn't think of that. Try to visualize moments in conversations where something suddenly becomes clearer and use this phrase to respond mentally. Now, let's learn how to express personal preferences. The phrase "I like" is simple, but very powerful. You use it to express your interests and favorites. For example, "I like reading," "I like pizza," or "I like learning English." It's used to build connection and start conversations. Practice silently. "I like watching movies." "I like spending time with family." "I like going for walks in the evening." As you practice these, imagine yourself saying them in real conversations. This will help you feel more confident sharing about yourself. The opposite expression is "I don't like." This helps you share things you prefer to avoid. For example, "I don't like being late," or "I don't like loud music." These opinions help others understand your personality and preferences. Try these mentally. "I don't like spicy food." "I don't like cold weather." "I don't like missing deadlines." Saying these in your head builds your ability to express dislikes in a polite, clear way. Let's now look at "I love." This is a stronger emotion than "I like" and shows passion or deep enjoyment. For example, "I love traveling," or "I love coffee in the morning." It gives you the power to express strong, positive feelings. Practice mentally. "I love spending time with my friends." "I love learning new things." "I love relaxing on weekends." Let each phrase come with an image in your mind. That way, it becomes more personal and easy to remember. Now, let's try using "I'm not sure" in a few more ways. This phrase allows you to express doubt or uncertainty without sounding negative. For example, if someone says, "Is this the right bus?" you can respond, "I'm not sure. Let's ask someone." It makes you sound honest and careful. Practice these silently. "I'm not sure what time it starts." "I'm not sure where he went." "I'm not sure if I can make it." Try using this phrase when you feel uncertain. It helps you speak even when you don't have all the answers. Let's now look at "Let me check." This is a phrase that helps buy time or delay your answer while you find the information. If someone asks, "What's her phone number?" and you're not sure, you say, "Let me check." It's a helpful and polite phrase for real-time conversations. Practice now. "Let me check my schedule." "Let me check the calendar." "Let me check with my team." Picture yourself saying these calmly in work or daily situations. It builds trust and shows that you're responsible. Another essential expression is "no problem." It's often used in response to "thank you" or when offering help. For example, someone says, "Thanks for helping me with that." You reply, "No problem." It's casual and friendly. Practice these mentally. "No problem." "I'm happy to help." "No problem at all." "No problem." "It was nothing." Say these in your head while imagining kind, everyday interactions. Let's go over it. Sounds good. This phrase shows agreement or approval when someone suggests something. Imagine a coworker says, "Let's meet at 3." You respond, Sounds good. It's casual and confirms your approval. Try these examples. Sounds good to me. Sounds good. Let's do it. Sounds good. I'll be there. These small agreements are a key part of fluid conversation. Finally, let's practice saying goodbye politely. You can say have a good day or have a nice evening. These are pleasant, respectful, and show care for the person you're talking to. Practice in your mind. Have a great weekend. Have a good night. Have a safe trip. These positive endings make your interactions complete and memorable. Let's continue with one of the most useful and friendly phrases in everyday English. How was your day? It's a simple question that shows interest in the other person's life. It's often asked in the evening when family members, friends, or partners reconnect after a long day. Imagine coming home and asking someone, "How was your day?" They might respond with, "It was good," or "It was tiring," or "It was busy, but okay." This short exchange builds connection and invites further conversation. Try practicing mentally. How was your day at school? How was your day at work? How was your day at work? How was your day at anything interesting happen? These small, thoughtful questions help you become more fluent in natural, caring conversations. Now, let's try a phrase that helps you offer something politely. Would you like? You may already recognize it from earlier, but let's go deeper into how it works. Imagine you're at home and your friend visits. You ask, "Would you like something to drink?" They say yes, a glass of water would be great. This exchange is polite, simple, and very common. Would you like a snack? Would you like some tea? Would you like to come with us? The more you use it, the more comfortable you'll feel offering things in English. Next is the phrase, "Let me know." It's used when you want someone to inform you about something later. It keeps communication open and friendly. Imagine texting a friend, "Let me know if you're coming to the movie," or telling a coworker, "Let me know when the report is ready." This phrase is helpful for daily planning. Practice silently. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you need help. Let me know when you're free. It adds flexibility and politeness to your English speaking. Now, let's explore the phrase, "I need to." It's a powerful structure to talk about your responsibilities, goals, or next actions. You can use it for small tasks or serious matters. For example, "I need to call my mom," or "I need to finish this assignment." It helps express your intentions clearly. Practice mentally. "I need to get ready." "I need to buy groceries." "I need to fix this." These phrases are useful every day and help you sound more organized and confident. Practice mentally. Let's move on to the phrase, "I'm going to." It's a common way to talk about future actions. It's more casual than "I will" and often used in spoken English. For example, "I'm going to take a shower," or "I'm going to sleep now." It tells others what you plan to do in the near future. Practice these mentally. "I'm going to call him later." "I'm going to clean my room." "I'm going to cook dinner." These short phrases help build fluency when talking about your daily routine or future plans. Now, let's work with "I've got to." It's an even more casual way of saying, "I have to." It's often heard in American English. For example, "I've got to go now," or "I've got to study tonight." It shows urgency or necessity. Practice silently. "I've got to leave in 5 minutes." "I've got to finish this work." "I've got to get up early." These are phrases that native speakers use all the time without even thinking. Let's go over "looks like" it's used when you're observing something or making a guess. Imagine you look out the window and say, "It looks like it's going to rain." Or you see your friend getting ready and say, "It looks like you're heading out." This is a useful phrase for describing what you see or think. Try these examples. "It looks like she's busy." "It looks like we're going to be late." "It looks like they're having fun." The more you hear and repeat these in real contexts, the more fluent you'll become. Now, let's learn. It feels like it's used to describe emotions or physical sensations. You might say, it feels like winter already. Or, it feels like a good day to relax. This expression adds mood and emotion to your language. Practice these silently. It feels like everything is going wrong. It feels like we just started. It feels like I've been waiting forever. These are powerful phrases that help you express feelings in a natural way. Let's now work on polite ways to say no. Saying no respectfully is important in all kinds of situations. Phrases like, I'm sorry, I ku ante, or maybe next time, or I don't think I can make it, are soft ways to say no without sounding rude. Imagine a friend invites you out, but you're tired. You say, thanks for the invite, but I'm staying in tonight. Or someone asks for help, and you say, I wish I could, but I'm busy. Practice mentally. I'm sorry, not today. I don't think I can do that. Maybe next time. These help you set boundaries while keeping your relationship strong. Now, let's go over some ways to show agreement. Besides saying you're right, you can also use exactly, absolutely, and that's true. These are short and powerful phrases that show strong agreement. Imagine someone says, we all need a break sometimes, and you reply, absolutely. It's quick and natural. Practice these in your thoughts. Exactly. That's what I was thinking. That's true. I hadn't thought of that. Absolutely. I agree completely. These expressions help your conversations feel more connected and friendly. Now, we'll look at casual expressions that native speakers often use. For example, no way is used to show surprise or disbelief. If your friend says, I won the contest, you might say, no way. That's amazing. Another one is, really? Which can be used when you want to show interest or surprise. For example, I met a famous actor yesterday. You reply, really? These small phrases add emotion and energy to your speech. Proudly silently. No way. Are you serious? Really? That's cool. Wow, I didn't expect that. These reactions help you sound more fluent and engaged. Let's also include a few common filler phrases that make your speech more natural. For example, I mean well, and actually are often used when thinking or explaining something. You might say, well, I think we should wait. Or, actually, I changed my mind. These little words give your sentences a more relaxed and flowing tone. Try practicing. It's not that easy. I tried my best. Actually, I'm free now. Well, let's see what happens. These help you speak with rhythm, just like native speakers do. Now, let's do a short practice story using the phrases we've learned so far. Imagine this moment in your day. You come home from work. Your roommate says, hey, how was your day? You smile and say, it was busy, but good. I've got to finish a few emails tonight. Your roommate replies, sounds good. Want something to eat? You say, actually, I'm not that hungry. Maybe later. After a pause, you ask, by the way, did you hear about our neighbors? Your roommate looks surprised and says, no way. What happened? You tell them the story, and they respond, wow, that's interesting. You both laugh, and you say, all right, I'm going to take a shower. Let me know if you need anything. This short, natural moment includes many of the phrases you've practiced. Hearing them in context helps you remember and use them easily. Let's end this session with a few phrases for bedtime. Since this video is designed to help you learn while you sleep, imagine saying, I'm going to bed now, or good night, sleep well. You might say to yourself, tomorrow is a new day. These phrases are calm, soothing, and perfect for ending your day. Repeat mentally, I'm getting sleepy. Time to rest. Good night. See you in the morning. I hope you sleep well. These soft, calming words will help your brain associate English with comfort, peace, and consistency. As you drift into rest, your mind will continue to process these common real-life English phrases. The power of passive learning is strong. When you combine it with repetition and relaxed listening, you don't need to memorize everything right away. Just allow these phrases to float through your mind naturally. Let your ears and thoughts get used to the rhythm, the sound, the tone of everyday English. With daily listening, gentle focus, and consistent practice, fluency becomes easier, more natural, and part of who you are. The more you hear it, the more you will understand. And the more you understand, the more confident you will be when speaking. Remember, learning English doesn't have to be stressful or fast. It's okay to go slowly to enjoy the journey. You are already doing something amazing, choosing to improve every day, even in your sleep. And that is what real progress looks like. If you enjoyed this session and found it helpful, do you forget to subscribe to English Podcast and press the bell icon so you never miss another relaxing English learning experience. We post new lessons every day to help you become fluent naturally. Until next time, take care and sweet dreams.